Welcome back to the Sunday Business Page.
Active duty military veterans know what it's like to survive under real fire. But when they leave military service, how can they transition to civilian life and the different challenges of the American workplace? On Saturday, March 9th, Point Park University's Roland School of Business will be hosting a special seminar, The Starting Point to a New Career. It's an opportunity for military veterans and their spouses to gain a better understanding of the challenges of career transition and personal finances. Joining us now with more about this event are Steve Tanzilli, Dean of Point Park University's Roland School of Business, and Dana Brown, Director of Operations at Pittsburgh Hires Veterans. Hey, welcome to the show, and thank you for the great service you're doing with this particular program on March 9th. Much appreciated.
Thank you for having us.
Steve, why Point Park? What's Point Park's unique interest in veterans?
We have a lot of students that are veterans. And in speaking to them, I noticed pretty quickly that when they transitioned out of the military, they were ill prepared for real career transition and personal finance guidance. And we have curriculum that we teach our students on a regular basis, those very things. And I've always firmly believed in the veteran community and thought, based on our business school and our location, we could really provide a great service to veterans, their spouses, active military, and working with Pittsburgh Hires Vets as a partner in this has been a great opportunity for us.
Well, this is a wonderful organization led by our former state auditor general, former state senator, Jack Wagner, a friend of mine for many, many decades, I must admit, and I am a huge fan of his. And Dana, thank you for being part of all this. Tell us what it is exactly that you hope to see happen on March 9th.
Well, we definitely want to help veterans get better prepared to find excellent quality jobs. At Pittsburgh Hires Veterans, that's our dedicated mission, is to help veterans and their spouses find not just a job, but a job that they can be proud to go to work every day.
How difficult, I mean, how bad is the problem? I know that I have said many times on this show, we are in the tri-state area, we've got a gazillion veterans. I don't know, 160,000? I don't know, there's numbers that stick in my mind. Do we really have a higher unemployment rate among veterans?
Yes, we do, absolutely. So historically speaking, Allegheny County, the veterans unemployment rate in Allegheny County has definitely been higher than the national and state rates. Some recent statistics I can cite through the Center of Workforce Development and Analysis. 2017, the veteran unemployment rate in Allegheny County was 6.4% compared to national rate at 4.4%. and the state rate at 4.9. So it is a problem.
And why is this a problem? I mean, it's obviously a problem, veterans not working, but what is it about being a veteran that would have complicated the issue? That they have the military service, or particularly combat service, would have impacted in one way or other, Steve?
I think some of the things that I see is that when the vets transition out of the military, they're not really provided the substantive education when it comes to career transition and the personal finance. And that's what Saturday, March 9th for us is all about, is bringing our curriculum to the table, our university faculty and industry professionals to help these vets and their spouses learn some real necessities.
You're doing a program, I think yourself, on personal financing.
I am, yeah. We're going to talk about such things as how to buy a home, how to buy a car, renter's insurance, health insurance. We're going to have a great session on disability insurance, the GI Bill, and then Dana's going to do a terrific job on career transition and resume and cover letters, and not just how to find a job, but how to find a meaningful job.
Does the GI Bill provide the full funding you need for education?
It helps, for sure. It helps, but vets always need more, and we're excited to be able to provide that curriculum focus on Saturday, the 9th.
I've seen that Jack Wagner has said that part of the problem is that veterans are guaranteed a free funeral, but they're not guaranteed a job or guaranteed the education to get a job. And that's part of the problem. And I think one way that we honor our vets is to make things, certainly to try to help them transition. Dana, from your standpoint, the program that you're doing, what do you hope that comes out of that?
Oh, again, to reinforce getting veterans and their spouses good quality jobs, properly positioning them so that they don't just land the job, they get a job that is at a higher salary, because they can command that, and
Right.
they should be able to present themselves in such
What-
a way to do that.
Yeah, give me some examples. What are some of those jobs that veterans really should be getting?
Oh, it ranges. It ranges from jobs in healthcare, supply chain, logistics, a vast array of jobs that they qualify for and that are available. It really runs the gamut.
Have you found that in the Pittsburgh area that employers are sympathetic to hiring vets? Obviously, the government has this, I think, a 10-point credit or something when you apply for civil service. But in terms of the private companies out there, is there a benefit? Will they go bend over backwards to help veterans?
Well, I'll tell you, we have about a dozen companies that are attending the event, and they are all interested in talking to vets and their spouses. And what's interesting is they all are either very active in the hiring space for veterans, and then there's some companies that are coming that want to get involved, but they don't quite know how to engage with veterans. Right. And so this is what another great opportunity is for the companies to share best practices amongst themselves. Bottom line, every company that we speak to, they're excited to work with veterans, right. Some of whom they just don't know the next steps.
Right. So finally, everybody's welcome. It's free.
It's free, breakfast, lunch is included.
Breakfast, free breakfast, free lunch. Right. All veterans, companies that are employers that want to be engaged in this should get in touch. I know we've put information up on the screen. We want to make sure this is a great success over at Point Park University. Steve, Dana, thank you so much for all you do.
Thank you.
Thank you for your leadership in this area. Much appreciated. When the Sunday Business Page continues, where to get information on how to receive free training for a valuable career in the construction industry. They could hire some vets there too. Stick with us.